What's up guys, just Messi here, welcome to a brand new video and welcome to a daily dose of transfer gossip. Today's going to be Friday the 5th of August. We still have a fair amount to cover today, but nothing as much as the last couple of days. Like yes, there was absolutely madness, so much to get through guys. So before you get any further, as always, if you can smash 1,500 likes, that'd be absolutely awesome. If you're to my channel, click the subscribe button for daily FIFA content. In the comments below, let me know your thoughts on today's rumours and let me know what rumours I should do in the next episode. And finally, if you missed yesterday's video, leave down below in that description box guys, you're going to schedule 8 miss transfers and after 9 PM is the second video of the day. So let's start today off with the confirmed deals, and first up, one for New York Red Bulls in the MLS. And that player in particular is going to be an Israeli striker by the name of Omar Damari. I've never actually heard of him in real life, but he's gone there from Red Bull Leipzig in Germany on a loan deal, and he's also played for Red Bull Salzburg, I think it is, in Austria. So it does seem like he's making his way around the franchise clubs of Red Bull, and I imagine he'll do quite well in the MLS again, though I've never actually heard of him or seen him in real life. Now we move on to the second player, Sebastian Letou. So he has joined Colorado Rapids from Philadelphia Union in a swap deal or a trade deal. So I'm assuming it's going to involve stuff like that the player designated spots and stuff, or a little bit of cash on the side. It could be because yesterday Philadelphia Union did sign Bedoya from a French club. So for them it's one player in and one player out. Now we move on to the Swede Ola Toivonen today, going to Toulouse in France. For a part of last season he spent out on loan at Sunderland. I don't think he featured too much whatsoever. So he's gone to Toulouse from Stade Rennes for £1.28 million. And unless Toulouse are linked to another striker at the moment, I'm assuming he's going to be a replacement for Ben Yedder, who went to Sevilla. Next up, we got Diego Capel going to Anderlecht in the Belgian Pro League. He's joined them from Genoa in the Serie A for an undisclosed fee. And remember this guy back for Sevilla? Back in the day, he was absolutely rapping and stuff, but now I think he's like 28 years old, not really gone too far in his career. Then we move on to Fabian Castillo. This one was a bit confusing. So it's officially gone through now to Trabzonspor in the Turkish league from FC Dallas in the MLS. So this guy, it looked like it was going to be on last week, then a couple of days ago MLS said it was off, but now it's all official. So he cost just £2.29 million, which in all honesty, in today's market doesn't really seem like too much, not really much of a risk. And whenever I've seen him like watching the MLS and stuff, he's looked very good on the ball, very quick, very rapid, direct. And the other day, in fact, he got a really nice Rabona assist in potentially his last ever game. I mean, he could potentially go back to the MLS at some point in his career, but as of right now, I think the Turkish league is a very good step for him in the right direction. Then we go on to Lamine Sane today, going to Werder Bremen. He's joined them from Bordeaux for €3.5 million, despite the fee apparently being undisclosed. Apparently 3.5 is around the right area. Then we move on to Christian Espinoza, going to Villarreal. That is from CA Huracan for £6.12 million. This guy must be a massive talent, born in 1995, making around 21 or just 20 years old, whatever. So this guy, I mean, I don't know what he's like in real life, to be honest, never actually seen him, but again, should be quite a big talent. Then we go on to Florent Thauvin today, going back to Marseille from Newcastle. There are quite a lot of rumours suggesting he could go to Lazio for this season, as they were interested, but the last couple of days apparently they've completely cancelled their interest there. So he's going back to Marseille on a loan deal like I mentioned. He's actually got an obligation to make it a permanent deal at the end of it. That fee has not been shared. Now we move on to Alex Pritchard today, completely switched to Norwich, and that's just like a day or so after nearly joining Brighton. This transfer went through about an hour after yesterday's video went live, so apologies about that. Unfortunately, I can't really do too much about it as they are pre-recorded. So it cost them £8 million or £8 million plus from Spurs. Again, technically it is undisclosed. Then we move on to Wojciech Szczesny today, going back to Roma for the season from Arsenal. And I think it is just a season-long loan with no option to buy at this point in time, which again could be changed in the near future. Then we go on to Ross McCormack today, completely switched to Aston Villa from Fulham for £12 million. So I keep saying it every single time that Aston Villa, they need themselves a goal scorer as consistent and good in the Championship, and this guy will definitely provide that. And I'm assuming he'll get guaranteed goals there, and they just need someone else to help him as well along the way. Then finally today we got Peter Zielinski going to Napoli. Now you may remember this guy was heavily linked to Liverpool, but we actually backed out the deal about a month or so ago. So he's joined Napoli, and the fees, I've heard £8.5 million, 11.8, 17 million. There's so many going around, but most sites say anywhere between €10 million and €15 million. So not too sure at this point in time. We will get a hyperlink to Milik on FIFA 17. And finally, his current stats on head-to-head right now are much better than the ones on that card right there. So I'm assuming quite a decent upgrade for, again, the start of FIFA 17. And now we move on to potential deals. And first up, we've got Maxi Lopez, the Argentine striker, currently playing in Italy for Torino, linked to Hull City. So according to Gazzetta dello Sport today, Gianfranco Zola is yet to be appointed as Hull City manager, but will target a move for Torino's Maxi Lopez if he lands the job. And like I mentioned in yesterday's video, Hull City, they're in a horrible position at this point in time with no manager, but some guy actually tweeted me a lot of facts about Hull City and the situation they're really in. And some of the things on that list then include that they've actually got a record low of top flight season ticket sales. They've got no manager, no new signings at this point in time, a tiny transfer kitty, and apparently at this point in time as well, they've only got 9 fit out outfield players, or senior outfield players, sorry. So by the start of the season, they may have to play a few youngsters here and there. Obviously, they've lost the army as well to Newcastle. It's an absolute shit streak right now. So hopefully, by the time this time next week, they really need something sorted out. Otherwise, I'm pretty fearing the worst for them. Then we move on to Ashley Williams today, again linked to Everton. According to Sky Sports News, Everton will make an improved offer for Swansea City captain Ashley Williams after having an initial £10 million bid rejected. I still maintain the thought that I think £15 to £17 million would probably get Swansea City at least considering the offer from Everton. And as of right now, if Everton do sell John Stones, it's not like they'll be short of cash. And they've apparently got these really rich owners as well. Then we move on to Diafra Sakho today, and he was apparently going to West Brom, but now that's apparently off the cards. So Sky sources understand West Brom will not go ahead with the signing of West Ham striker Diafra Sakho. It was suggested that Sakho had failed a medical, but we're told that it's not the case. We understand Sakho would not have been fully fit for the start of the season, and for that reason, West Brom will not pursue the deal. A fee of around £15 million had been agreed between the clubs, and I think Sunderland may be interested as well still, but at this point in time, West Brom, they pulled out. And it has massive implications again on the future of Cedric Berahino. So apparently he wants to leave, he wants to go to Stoke City, but of course again there's a lot of rumours today suggesting that Spurs could be back in for him. So as of right now, it's like Berahino may have to wait even longer. I'm going to assume that West Brom will have a couple more strikers in before the end of the window, but as of right now, Berahino looks like he may have to wait out even longer. I kind of feel a little bit sorry for him because he's been played around a lot by West Brom, and also the clubs are apparently going after him. Then we go on to Thomas Vermaelen today, linked to Roma. According to Gianluca Di Marzio, Roma are closing in on an initial loan deal for Thomas Vermaelen. Barca are asking for €2 million up front and €12 million to make the move permanent next summer. And honestly, it would not surprise me in the slightest if this guy has got more trophies and medals at Barca in the last couple of years than he has first team starts. By the way, could be going to Roma. Now we move on to the Spaniard Fernando Llorente. According to Sky Sports and multiple other sources today, including BBC, there's a Swansea agree a deal with Sevilla for striker Llorente. He will fly to Wales tomorrow to complete a medical ahead of a proposed move. So this guy, he was apparently going to Real Sociedad, then they signed a striker. I think if he joins, Andre Ayew will be going to West Ham. And I think I saw the other day, in fact, that Andre Ayew was actually having a medical very soon at West Ham for a £20 million fee. Now we move on to Marc-Andre ter Stegen today, and apparently according to Luis Enrique, he wants him to stay. Barca coach Luis Enrique is confident that all three of his senior goalkeepers will stay at the club, despite reports linking Germany international Marc-Andre ter Stegen with a move to the Premier League. And when he was asked about the possibility of ter Stegen leaving, Enrique said, "I'm not the least bit worried. We are dealing with the issue with absolute normality. We have three, ter Stegen, Bravo and Masip, great goalkeepers under contract who behave in a perfect manner." And in fact, yesterday there were a lot of rumours suggesting Joe Hart will still be Man City's #1 goalkeeper for next season under Pep. Then we go on to Mustafi today, linked to Chelsea. According to the BBC today, Arsenal have been joined by Chelsea in the race to sign Valencia centre-back Mustafi, but neither club are yet to make a bid. And that's despite the other day, I think reports in Spain did say that Arsenal had had a £15 million bid rejected for him. So it's looking like Chelsea could give up on Koulibaly of Napoli potentially, and could go for this man instead, as he's probably a much cheaper alternative to be fair, and I don't know if he's just as good, by the way, would probably fit Conte's style. Then we go on to Slimani today, apparently handing in a transfer request. So Sporting striker Islam Slimani is attracting interest from a string of Premier League clubs, including two that will play in the Champions League this season according to Sky sources. The 28-year-old Algerian striker has scored 56 goals in 107 games for Sporting, including 31 in 44 last season. Sporting want to keep Slimani and are aware of interest from England, and they've offered him a new contract to stay in Portugal. But Sky Sports have been told that Slimani feels it's the right time to move on and wants to play in the Premier League. It's understood the player even had a meeting with the Sporting president Bruno Di Carvalho last summer, in which he was assured a potential move away could be discussed this time if he scored prolifically in the Portuguese Primeira last season, which of course, like I said, he definitely did. So either way, it looks like he could be a Premier League player by the end of August. Then we got on to Jesse Rodriguez today, again linked to Paris Saint-Germain. But everyone knows this transfer is essentially done, so according to the Keep today, Real Madrid have put a clause in Jesse's €25 million move to Paris Saint-Germain stating the player can never be sold to Barcelona, and they want to make sure their biggest rivals do not benefit from this transfer in the slightest. Now we go on to Kasper Schmeichel. According to ESPN, Kasper Schmeichel has agreed a new 5-year deal to stay at Leicester City. The 29-year-old Denmark goalkeeper has been linked with a move away from the Premier League champions as of late, but looks like he will now commit his future. And that means he'll also join Jamie Vardy in signing a pretty lucrative new deal at the club. I mean, Jamie Vardy's on £100,000 plus a week. Imagine Kasper Schmeichel pretty quite close to it. And Leicester have got the money, they just need to keep their best players now, and so far, at this point in time at least, only lost Kante at the moment. Then we go on to John Stones today. So Everton are standing firm with their £50 million valuation of John Stones and have told Man City to take it or leave it, according to Sky sources. The two clubs have been in talks for several weeks now over a move to the Etihad for the England international. And Sky Sports News have been told there's effectively no negotiation to be done. The ball is now in City's court and they must decide whether they are willing to meet the player's valuation or move on to other targets. And in the last couple of days, they have signed Leroy Sané for £37 million and Gabriel Jesus for 27. And now another player linked to Man City is going to Miles Moreno, who featured in yesterday's video. According to Sky sources say Man City is set to make a third bid for Colombian teenager Miles Moreno. The 19-year-old winger is expected to cost City around £5 million as Pep Guardiola continues his busy summer of transfer negotiations. And he's expected to go straight out on loan for next season to Deportivo La Coruña in Spain as his likely destination. And now we go on to the wonder kid of Real Madrid, Martin Odegaard. According to Daily Mail today, Madrid could allow Odegaard to join a Bundesliga club on loan, but their 17-year-old midfielder is hoping for a temporary switch to Liverpool. Now, in all honesty, I don't think it'd be a fantastic move for him because he won't get much first-team opportunities here either. And I mean, Klopp is a fantastic manager of bringing through youngsters, but still, we've got so many attacking midfielders. And we've also got a lot of youth prospects of our own coming through in that position as well. So I don't think it'll come to us. I think he will end up in the Bundesliga. Now we move on to Paul Pogba. According to Manchester Evening News tonight, Manchester United have agreed personal terms with Paul Pogba and will announce the midfielder's signing once he returns from holiday. The Daily Record have also said that United have agreed a fee of £108.9 million for the midfielder and £25 million will go to his agent Mino Raiola. TalkSport said United boss Jose Mourinho refused to comment on their reported pursuit of Paul Pogba, but he revealed the reality is we're going to sign one more player. And he wants the final signing completed before the start of the season next week, and apparently could well be announced before the Community Shield against Leicester at Wembley on Sunday. And now we go on to David Alaba today, the Austrian linked to Real Madrid. Real Madrid have resumed their pursuit of Bayern Munich man David Alaba, according to AS. Madrid have been interested in the Austrian international for several months now and failed with attempts to bring him to the Spanish capital earlier this summer. According to AS, Real Madrid have made a fresh bid of €65 million for the versatile 24-year-old, although Bayern made a counteroffer by asking for €65 million and the inclusion of defender Pepe in the deal. Bayern did actually try to include Rafael Varane in the negotiations earlier this summer, but the request was flatly rejected by the European champions, who do not want to include any of their own players as makeweights in the deal. And Bundesliga champions Bayern Munich value Alaba at €18 million. So this guy, he's very good. One of the best left backs in the world, if not the best left back. Can play CDM centre back, can play essentially everywhere. And I think Real Madrid, they need a Galactico signing. I definitely think it'd be that, especially after missing out or pulling out the deals for Andre Gomez and also Paul Pogba. And finally today, we've got Cristiano Ronaldo. So according to Marca, Cristiano Ronaldo will sign a new contract with Real Madrid, extend his current contract to 2021 with a new 5-year deal. And this one has been rumoured for a very long time, guys. So that is going to be all today's potential transfers as well as confirmed stuff at the very beginning. So as always, guys, if you enjoyed this video, smash the like button. 1,000 fires likes would be absolutely awesome. If you're to my channel, click the subscribe button for daily FIFA content. In the comments below, leave your thoughts on today's rumours I shoot in the next episode. Finally, if you missed yesterday's video, down below in that description box, guys. 8 is transfers, after 9 PM is the second video of the day. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.